Everybody gets 3.
All right, we're here with my deck profile. Top 4, I got first after Swiss because I 2-0'd Damas in 9 minutes. See, I wasn't going to say that because he would have given me the win, but since he said in his deck profile that he gave me the win like 3 times, I 2-0'd him in 9 minutes, just so you know. Anyway, I played Voiceless Kashtira.
I gave him the win.
I played Voiceless Kashtira. I was going to play normal Kashtira, like just pure, but I got an ulti low last night and it inspired me to play Voiceless Kashtira. So I jammed a bunch of Kashtira cards in my Voiceless deck, and that's what we're playing. So let's dive into it. Let's see it. So 2, 1, obviously that's standard. We played 3 low. We played 3 Saphira, 1 Old Man, 3 Diviner, 1 Trias. And then we played 3 Kashtira Unicorn, because this is the best card ever.
Fucking stupid.
This card, like, actually won me a ton of games today. So I played 2 Tempai. It wasn't as relevant as it could have been, but just ripping out their Trident or like ripping out just like random one-ofs is really, really, really good. Playing against Fiendsmith cards, ripping out one of their Fiendsmith cards from the extra deck is really, really, really good. And then this adds one of the spells, and depending on the matchup, you can add, I'm playing both the spells, so you can add either one. So the theory is you just summon Unicorn, and then you Theosis into Fenrir, so you have extra deck rip and a Banished face down. So I'm playing 3-1, because I just always want to see Unicorn. And I saw Unicorn quite a bit. So that's the Kashtira engine. I am playing 3 Ash, 3 Ogre, and for the other hand traps, I am playing 3 Imperv. So I'm just playing 9 hand traps, 3, 3, 3. I think these are the best hand traps currently, just as one-ofs. I didn't really want to play Droll, but Droll is good right now. But I think this worked out really well. I like these specific 9. And then we'll go 3, 1, 2. I talked to a guy at YCS Niagara that said he sides one of these out going second, and I do not like that. Just FYI, not a fan. I tried that once. I'm like, that's not good. And then this is the card that lets you loop Seravis 3 times in 1 turn. Because you can Seravis, then you can Old Man it back, and then you can summon it back with this, and it just like destroys Tempai in theory. You just loop Seravis 3 times. So that card's really good. I cut this. I was playing 3. I'm playing 2 now. It's just I would rather play more cash cards than that, and I think the consistency cut is probably worth it to play the cash cards. I am playing 2 Pot of Extravagance. I think Extrav is the best pot in this deck. The extra deck is just extra like win conditions or extra utility, and you don't have to have it. Your main deck is what does everything. So I'm playing 2. I was playing 3, but it didn't match, so we got into 2. Yeah, shout out Merlin, got these last weekend. 1 Theosis and 1 Birth. So I actually searched Theosis most of the time. I went Unicorn, Theosis into Fenrir, and then like before I started any Voiceless stuff, I just had Unicorn and Fenrir on the field, which was really crazy. And actually against Fox, when I was playing him, I did that, and then like we were in a grind game, and so I made a Dark Arm Dragon, and I banished this from my grave to add back my Birth, which he banished with SP, and it just like won me the game instantly. It was crazy. So these cards are really good, and then I would Fenrir into Unicorn, and I would just Unicorn next turn. I even Tribute Summoned Unicorn a couple of times, and then just searched Birth and just went with that.
Ritual Fenrir, Slam Birth, Reborn the Fenrir. I
did do that. I did do that, yeah.
And I got to play through Birth.
So those cards, I like Theosis was a dead draw once or twice, but I think it's worth it to add the extra power. 1 of this and 1 of this, so it was at 41. I think 41's fine. And then for the extra deck, which barely gets used, but like when it does get used, it's important.
Because banish 6, draw 2, that's the only time it gets used.
Yeah, literally. So we got Anima, IP, SP, Dynamondo, Lina, Celine, which fun fact, you might be thinking, wow, I haven't seen a spellcaster monster yet. That's because I don't play any. So I was playing Valor, cut Valor, so I didn't use this card, I sided it out.
You summoned it today though.
I did summon it. I summoned it round 1 because I had a minute and a half on the clock and I was going for game, so I was like, just make this with 3 monsters. I had Unicorn was the 4th monster on the field, and I had Birth, so I was like, Unicorn and this into access code, target this, summon back Unicorn, attack. So that's the only time I summoned it, but I can't use its effect. This, I didn't summon this, but it's in theory really cool. This, and then I played a bunch of rank 7s. So I played Dracosag, did not summon it, but in theory, like if you only have cash cards and you're playing against a deck that doesn't like insta-lose the cash cards, you can just make IP with the tokens and then you can go into SP, so like that's a couple of other interactions there. Or it out skill drain, and that's what I thought would be relevant today, but it wasn't. Dark Armed, the card's insane. Mountain Smasher, baby. And Zeus. So I did Zeus, but I attacked over, I impermed and impin, attacked over it with this, and then Zeus wiped his board. Because it's 100 over. So that's the only time I used Zeus today, but I did use Dark Armed a couple of times. So those are the Xyzs that I played. And then I played Chaos Angel.
Best card in the deck.
Yeah, the card's insane. And then I played Psychic End Punisher, which I did not make today. But in theory, since I'm playing cash card, you can go cash card, Diviner, send Diviner, and then make Pep. So that's why I just had extra deck room. I'm like, that kind of sounds cool. And then Natis. Yeah, so that's the extra deck, and then I didn't get my side deck out.
No, what's on their ump you can play?
Herald.
No Herald?
Yeah, I didn't play Herald. I've played Herald in the past. I just never
Selene's
used
better.
it. It's like, yeah.
Selene's better, yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. I played this, Odd Eyes Pendulum, Odd Eyes Meteor Burst. I basically just sided this in every round. I actually sided this in against Flu, so I could attack, so I could make this, like negate a spell, summon this, attack, and he couldn't damage step half my attack. So I was like, yeah,
wow.
I did side that in against DJ. I didn't get to use it, but in theory that's cool. And I played against 2 Tempai, so that was pretty cool. I should have just mained this and not Selene, because I couldn't use Selene. 2 Dark Ruler No Morphs. That card's really good. Enough said. 2 of these. So fun fact, I played 2 Tempai. I was putting these in Game 2 regardless against Tempai, because going second it like outs the Kokimeru, and then going first you can just set it and it's an interaction, so no matter what they make you do, like it's still good and it's still relevant. So I do like that card.
It's good tech for Kokimaru, Koko Dragon.
Yeah,
It eats lightning storms too.
yeah, it also eats the Yubel board too. Like it's just good. Yeah, it does eat lightning storm. These, Cosmic, Feather Duster, and then I played 3 Evenly, 2 Judgment, and an Anti-Spell. Yep, so just against like power spells and board breakers, and then obviously Evenly's cracked. So that is the deck. It was pretty cool. The cash cards are insane in this deck. If you haven't tried it, try it. It's really cool. I wanted to play the Osmina cards in the deck, but don't have the Osmina cards, so I think the cash cards are really good, like supplementary engine. But yeah, that's it. Shout out YuGiOh Gaming. Shout out the store, Epicos, for hosting this. It was a really cool tournament. Shout out CM, as always, awesome sponsor. And shout out the YuGiOh Gaming case event, which is next weekend. So this coming Saturday, come down to CM. We're giving away at least a case. But with extra attendance, extra boxes are added, so case guaranteed. And then we're also having a case tournament in November, so come to that one as well. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.